If you're planning to visit a lady bar in Thailand, here are 5 things you need to know before you do. Sit back, grab a drink, and let's get into it. Tip number 1 is be respectful. Now, Thailand is a place that is built upon respect. Now, you may see this as a fun vacation where you can live out your wildest dreams with the girls who go to these bars. But at the end of the day, this is an occupation for them, and you have to show them the respect that they deserve. And that will directly influence how much fun you're having at these establishments. Not showing the proper level of respect can run you into a lot of issues. Everybody knows each other, and the police are only a quick phone call away. I'm sure everybody's seen the videos online of guys getting beaten up by multiple bar girls because they're being a bit too handsy or doing something inappropriate. Now, that's the last thing you want to do because that is a good way to ruin your trip. So please, be respectful when you visit the bars. Now, tip number 2 is lady drinks. What are they? You know, if you've never been to a bar here, or if you've never been to Thailand in general, you may not know what a lady drink even is. What they are is a drink bought for a staff member. Now, they are higher priced. They are a larger price because the staff member who you buy it for gets a portion, and the bar gets a portion. And now this split depends on the bar. Each bar is different. I've seen some bars where it's as low as 50 baht and some as high as 100 to 120 baht. It really depends on the bar. Now, in my bar, we had lady drinks, which was average in the area of 180 baht. Some bars sell lady drinks for less than that as well, but our lady drinks were 180 baht, where the girl got 100 and the bar obviously got 80. And so this is a large way that not only the bars, but the girls make the most of their income. Some of these girls don't make much for a day rate for going to the actual bar, and they make the majority of their money based on getting drinks from customers. So it's a very different way of making money than we see in the West, but it is how they make money. Now, if you are interested in how I opened my own lady bar here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, there's a link in the description below for a free ebook detailing the entire process. Check it out. Tip number 3 is being aware of the costs. Obviously, these type of bars, it's very easy to spend a good amount of money. You may come here and think that because it's Thailand and because the dollar goes a lot further than it does back home, that you're going to be able to spend a lot of money and not really think about it. Maybe not being completely aware of the conversion at all the time to realize how much you're actually spending. But also, a lot of these bars, or let me not say, maybe not a lot of these bars, but some of these bars will try to do things that are not completely above board. And so I've had it when I've gone to establishments where I want to buy one girl a drink, but unbeknownst to me, they put a drink for every member of staff on my bill. I didn't ring the bell. I didn't want to ring the bell. I didn't want to buy for everybody, but the staff did that because they thought that I was so inebriated that I didn't know any difference. Now, that's not most of these bars. Most of them don't do that. Now, most of these bars will have the bill in a cup on the table of every customer. And that's so you can keep track of how much you're spending. Now, you could pay as you go, as a lot of guys do, pay for every single drink that they get and for whomever they buy for, or you can just keep track of that bill. But either way, keep an eye on how much you're spending because it can easily get out of control. Tip number 4 is learn how to say no. Now, obviously, if you come to a lady bar, the expectation is that you're going to be buying drinks for the girls. But this is not necessarily a requirement, and you don't have to buy them for everybody. A common thing to happen here is that you come to a bar and you maybe buy a drink for one girl, and she will ask if you could buy one for her friend because she has not had one. Now, you're more than welcome to do so if you want to, but just keep in mind that if you do it, it's not going to be just once, it's going to be multiple times. And obviously, as I said before, this is a large way that they make the majority of their money. So the girls are going to be asking you for drinks. But you have to have the ability to say no. So the key is to be polite but firm in saying no. To understand that you don't have to buy everybody a drink. There's no requirement on you to do so. Even if you come to these bars and you simply want to drink alone, it is completely okay. So you really have to be mindful of saying no if you don't want to be spending the money. Now, tip number 5 is for those of you who want more than just sitting with a girl, buying her drink, and having a conversation. Now, obviously, this is something that happens here in Thailand, and it's something that happens at all these lady bars. But you have to keep in mind at what kind of lady bar you're going to, because they're not all the same. Now, here in Chiang Mai, for instance, we don't have things similar to what they have in Pattaya. There's no rooms above these bars. So it's not as commonplace in Chiang Mai to go for short times as it is in Pattaya. Yes, it still happens, and yes, it's still a possibility, but not all the time. And it's definitely not as commonplace here as it is down there. Now, keep in mind, especially if you're up in here in Chiang Mai, that if you want to do something like that, it is 100% up to the girl. You're not going to be able to go with everyone, and that is something that is going to be discussed on a one-on-one basis. You may find that you're drinking with a girl all night, buying her drinks, and then she does not want to go. And that is completely understandable and completely allowed. It is within her right to do that. And again, this kind of leads back to the respect thing. Do not get upset or angry if she says no, as she has that right. There's no requirement that they do so. Now, if you have been to a lady bar here before, please comment below. I'd love to hear your personal accounts on how you felt going to one of them was here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, or in Thailand in general. But I hope that helped and gave you some tips into what it's like going to a lady bar here in Thailand. Cheers.